Welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about allegations. I know this is a really serious subject, but I do feel like there's a lot of issues that go along with this whole thing, and I really just want to talk about them. So, honestly, my biggest issue and the main point of this entire discussion is going to be the fact that as soon as someone says you did something, it doesn't matter what anything else happens, you're instantly labeled as that thing. Like, I saw Rex Orange County. I don't know if my viewers really listen to him as much as other people would, but he's a singer, and people just started rant. Well, he got accused of 6 counts of something, basically essay, I think. And people were instantly like, "Oh no, Rex Orange County was such a bad person. Oh no." Like, can you guys chill out? Can we wait for the facts? Like, I get that 6 counts looks bad, but can we just wait for the trial before we pass judgment? I don't know. Maybe that's just too much. Maybe it's not too much. I'm not even gonna give people a pass for being stupid in this situation. If you're gonna get on here or anywhere or pretty much any platform and be like, okay, so I have this person's future in my hands, and I'm going to say, oh, well, I heard something about them, and I'm going to base my entire opinion on them based on this one thing that this random person said. Now, I get it if it's like maybe someone you know in your personal life, then that makes total sense to believe them. But like, when it's just some random on the internet, let's take the his whole allegation story that just went down like maybe 2 or 3 days ago. Bro, people instantly believed that Amanda girl. Like, instantly. A bunch of people started boosting the hashtag dream as a freak thing. And the only evidence was that like they talked and he flirted with her, right? Her being 17 obviously muddies the waters. I thought it was weird. Most people think it's weird too. But it's still like, A, why are you speaking for this person? And B, why are you claiming that this is grooming? Like, there's like 3 or 4 flirting messages and all of a sudden it's grooming. But because you heard that word one time, people like to just let the word of just one person genuinely completely shape their entire worldview. They don't like to actually sit there and be like, is it really responsible of me to say, oh, Rex Orange County is an abuser? Oh, this artist and this rapper is like this horrible person. Like, is it really responsible of me to do that? This is my personal opinion. It just seems off to me. I don't know. I just really can't do that. Even with, I saw this TikTok a while back where this guy had talked about, hey, I got falsely accused. And literally I wouldn't say everyone, but like pretty much every other comment was people going, well, I gotta hear her side first. Oh, you just must be making this up. Well, you had an accusation against you. And part of this goes into like the double standards of SA between men and women. But like, still, you let the word of another person that you don't know sway you that so much that you think that the person who's talking behind this Reddit post that has Subway Surfers in the background, you now think that this person is an abuser because they told you about them getting falsely accused. Why can't you just listen to the story? There weren't any holes in the story. It wasn't like, oh yeah, they found some weird videos on my computer, but I'm innocent, I tell you. Like, that's not what it was at all. It's just really weird to see like people just jump to conclusions that willingly. Like, obviously it happens, but like on such a large scale, like you'll see thousands of people like just jump into things. And there have been tons of people who get falsely accused of stuff. Shannon Sharp had this random lady accuse him of something, I don't know who went to court, but it all got proved completely false. But I guarantee you, there's still people like, oh, he got accused, so it is what it is. And you got Kobe, right? And people with that whole situation, people always say, oh, well, if they got charged, they had sufficient evidence. Well, if charges get dropped, that means that they feel like they don't have sufficient evidence. Maybe they thought the evidence that they was good, and that the evidence that they thought was good wasn't as good as they thought. But they're like, oh, well, that doesn't prove anything. Yeah, it doesn't prove anything that he got charged either. You can't say, oh, well, there are a lot of problems with the legal system. We need to change the legal system in one breath, and then turn around and say, oh, yeah, I definitely think that the legal system was completely right in charging this man. And that they're always right. And when you see a charge, that means that there's sufficient evidence. What are you doing, really? Excuse that little noise there. I was moving a box out of the way. It was just annoying me so much. Anyway, it's just so wild to see how, I don't know. It's just interesting to see how the internet, will react to certain things. And people have jumped to the defense of people that were just wrong. I remember I talked about the Megan Thee Stallion case. Keep talking about random celebrities. We'll talk about this guy, right, on Discord. Linad Daniel, spelled backwards. He ended up getting accused of being being abusive towards his girlfriend, and he ended up having a day in court because of it. All because of a false allegation. And there were people that were like, oh, well, you must have done it. She said you did it. And the thing that really infuriates me is when people say, wow, I'd rather stand up for an abuser. I'd rather stand up for a victim and be wrong than stand with an abuser and be wrong. Basically, hey, I'd rather just defend the victim, right? And that's all well and good, but when you say that, you're basically pretending like you have no option other than siding with this person. You could just not side with anybody. Whenever I hear about a drama, I don't side with anybody unless I know 80 to 90% of the facts, or I just don't like the person. But when allegations come out, I'm always I'm not going to do anything but listen to both sides and then form my own opinion. That's really the takeaway from this entire rant. This discombobulated mess was just really just trying to get to the point of please, just draw your own conclusions. But I'm going to end off here. Thank you all so much. Goodbye.